This didn't start in 2026. It started years ago, back in 2002. And what's unfolding now is the result of long-term pressure, silence, and systems that tested people without ever explaining the rules. What's coming in the new year may feel shocking, but it's not random. While some lived comfortably, others were pushed to their limits, forced to adapt, think independently, and survive without support. And that process created strength, awareness, and discipline. As the pace of life accelerates, the gap is becoming clear between those who stayed distracted and those who stayed alert. This message isn't about fear, it's about readiness. Protect your focus, question what you consume, and recognize that your past struggles were preparation, not accidents. If this resonates, pause the video, hit the like button, subscribe as we push toward 5,000 subscribers, and comment Mr. Ledger to show you're locked in. Watch till the end, because the ones who understand what shaped them are the ones ready to move forward now. Life has a way of preparing us quietly for the storms ahead. You may have felt sudden pressure, unexpected challenges, or even moments where everything seemed to spiral. But in reality, these moments are the culmination of years of unseen forces shaping your resilience, patience, and mindset. Every small choice, every obstacle, every failure quietly layers strength you will rely on when life demands it most. Think of it like a tree growing roots, invisible under the soil, but essential for surviving hurricanes above. When challenges appear to hit you out of nowhere, pause and consider the foundation beneath you. Everything that seems sudden is often years in the making. The habits you formed without thinking, the skills you learned reluctantly, and even the mistakes you struggled through, all prepared you to stand firm when most would falter. The universe doesn't rush the strong. It tests them slowly, giving them the capacity to endure more than others can imagine. The human mind tends to fear sudden events, but strength comes from perspective. Understanding that nothing starts abruptly frees you from panic and fuels preparation. Each difficulty you face is an opportunity to reinforce your roots, sharpen your resilience, and expand your capacity. You are not being crushed by life. You are being trained to rise higher than ever before. Every era leaves its mark on those who live through it, but some years carry hidden significance. 2002 was not just a year, it was a quiet turning point. Invisible pressures began to accumulate. Expectations became sharper. Opportunities became harder to seize, and the pace of life started to demand more from everyone, even when no one realized it. Like a silent teacher, life was setting the stage for the next generations to learn lessons most would never recognize. Those who faced challenges during that time were unknowingly being shaped for long-term success. Skills like patience, adaptability, and endurance were being tested without formal recognition. In retrospect, what seemed like random hardships were actually strategic moments to prepare individuals to perform under pressure. This invisible pressure was like invisible scaffolding, unseen, yet holding up everything that would come later. Today, when the world seems faster and more complicated, we can trace our capacity to survive and thrive back to these subtle formative years. The struggles you endured then, the moments that felt unfair, and the lessons that seemed hidden are the reason some people are prepared to thrive in ways others can't yet comprehend. Remember, invisible pressure is the silent architect of greatness. Society, institutions, and even daily routines are systems in disguise, quietly molding behavior and resilience. They don't ask for consent. They don't announce their goals. Instead, they operate under the radar, teaching you to perform, to adjust, and to endure. Every schedule, expectation, or rule subtly refines your reactions, making you stronger or revealing where you are weak. Think about the way schools, workplaces, and communities push people forward. Some adapt, becoming sharp problem solvers. Others conform, relying on routine and comfort. The systems themselves are not conscious, yet they reward those who can handle uncertainty and stress. Over time, these lessons accumulate, often without recognition, quietly preparing some people for opportunities that others will miss. When you notice this, you gain a profound advantage. You realize that life is not randomly testing you, it is shaping you. By observing the patterns, understanding the rules, and strategically positioning yourself, you step out of passive adaptation and into intentional growth. Awareness transforms pressure from a threat into a mentor, teaching resilience and foresight. Some people grow up or live in environments that shield them from reality's harsh edges. Their lives may seem easier, but ease often comes with delayed growth. Others face relentless challenges, testing them in ways most never experience. These tests aren't punishment, they are preparation. Life rewards those who have been tested quietly and consistently. A protected life may offer comfort, but it often leaves people unprepared for sudden changes, challenges, or moments that require grit. Tested lives, by contrast, cultivate endurance, resourcefulness, and courage. Those who survive pressure repeatedly develop an inner strength that cannot be given, only earned. In the long run, the lessons learned under pressure become the foundation for extraordinary achievement. If you feel that life has been harder for you, don't see it as a curse. It is training disguised as struggle. Each challenge you endured built muscles others will never develop. While comfort is fleeting, strength forged under fire lasts a lifetime and empowers you to thrive in ways many will never understand. Life's unequal pressures can feel unfair. Some people seem to be constantly tested, while others glide through life seemingly untouched. But this inequality is rarely random. Those who are pushed are often being recognized, consciously or unconsciously, for their potential. They are being given opportunities to discover strength, creativity, and resilience under duress. Being pushed can feel harsh, isolating, or overwhelming, but it also prepares you for high-stakes situations that others never experience. Every failure and every discomfort is an exercise in endurance, an unseen rehearsal for future moments where strength will be the only currency that matters. Those who appear lucky may not have had the chance to cultivate such inner power. Instead of resenting the push, embrace it. Each challenge is a chance to expand your limits and redefine what you believe you are capable of. People who learn to thrive under pressure often surpass those who were shielded, not because they are naturally gifted, but because they have been tempered like steel in fire. Life doesn't always announce the lessons you're about to receive. Sometimes the hardest struggles are the ones no one recognizes. These are the moments where no applause is given, no acknowledgement is expected. Yet every obstacle shapes character, discipline, and mental toughness. Hidden struggle is unchosen training, tough, silent, and transformative. Think about a person working tirelessly behind the scenes, unseen and unappreciated. Every obstacle, delay, and setback strengthens them quietly. While others chase recognition, these individuals cultivate endurance and resilience, preparing for moments when their hidden skills will shine. Unchosen struggles develop patience, adaptability, and a calm confidence that can only come from surviving what others avoid. When you embrace hidden struggles, they no longer feel like a burden. You start seeing them as opportunities to strengthen yourself. What feels invisible now may be the reason you're unstoppable tomorrow. Those who endure quietly often emerge years later as leaders, innovators, or visionaries, ready for challenges that would break the unprepared. Pressure is a powerful teacher. When life pushes you beyond your comfort zone, it forces you to notice things you previously ignored. Patterns, weaknesses, strengths, and opportunities. Awareness born from pressure is not fear, it is clarity. It's the ability to step back, assess the situation, and act decisively instead of reacting impulsively. Consider athletes or artists who spend years honing their craft under relentless discipline. The intensity of training sharpens every sense. In the same way, life's pressure creates an internal training ground for your mind, preparing you to handle challenges that will inevitably come. Those who embrace it grow faster, think clearer, and respond better than those who coast through life. Awareness also creates choice. When pressure hits, many people panic because they feel trapped. But if you have learned to observe, to anticipate, and to act strategically, pressure becomes a spotlight, revealing exactly where you need to focus your energy. Awareness transforms challenges into opportunities and turns ordinary people into leaders of their own lives. Every period in life has a tipping point, a moment when accumulated challenges converge. 2026 represents such a moment for many, a point where accumulated pressures, responsibilities, and transformations intersect. It's a year that will test patience, resilience, and adaptability like never before. But it's also a year of unprecedented opportunity. Breaking points are not meant to destroy. They are meant to reveal strength. Think of a metal being forged. Heat and pressure may feel extreme, but that's how it becomes stronger and more refined. Similarly, when life intensifies, it separates those who have prepared from those who have relied on comfort. Those who are ready will step into the new era with confidence, while those unprepared will be forced to catch up. You cannot control everything that comes, but you can control your response. Recognizing that 2026 is a pivotal year allows you to anticipate challenges, strengthen your mindset, and build skills before the moment arrives. Being ready doesn't mean avoiding pressure. It means using it as a tool to grow stronger than you ever imagined. It's easy to mistake rapid change for chaos. The truth is that acceleration is different from disorder. Acceleration challenges your ability to process, adapt, and perform at a higher speed. Life is moving faster, decisions matter more, and opportunities appear and disappear quickly. This is not random chaos. It is a call for preparedness. People who panic under acceleration often fall behind. Those who are prepared see clarity, opportunity, and advantage. Think about entrepreneurs navigating a rapidly evolving market. Those who anticipate trends, adapt strategies, and move quickly thrive, while others are left scrambling. The same principle applies to life. Speed rewards the ready, not the fearful. Acceleration demands focus. Instead of reacting emotionally, analyze patterns, prioritize actions, and move decisively. Every day you practice focus and adaptability, you increase your ability to thrive in accelerated conditions. Life isn't chaotic. It's demanding excellence, and excellence requires preparation. Comfort is deceptive. It feels safe, but it can lull you into complacency, blinding you to challenges and reducing your ability to adapt. When life changes suddenly, those who have relied on comfort often struggle. Growth comes from facing friction, difficulty, and unpredictability, not from staying in familiar surroundings. Imagine a person who has never faced failure. When confronted with a sudden obstacle, they may panic, overthink, or give up entirely. Conversely, someone who has experienced setbacks, adapted, and overcome develops an inner toolkit of problem-solving, patience, and endurance. Comfort may feel good now, but preparation built under challenge is priceless in the long run. Choosing controlled discomfort today, pushing yourself beyond your limits, learning new skills, taking risks, is the ultimate investment in resilience. The world rewards those who can function under pressure, think clearly under stress, and maintain focus when the environment shifts. Comfort is temporary. Strength is permanent. Awareness is the silent power that separates ordinary individuals from those who achieve extraordinary results. In a world filled with distractions, noise, and misinformation, the ability to observe, process, and respond strategically is more valuable than talent or luck. Awareness allows you to anticipate challenges, seize opportunities, and avoid unnecessary mistakes. Consider professionals who excel in high-pressure industries. They don't react impulsively. They analyze, plan, and act intentionally. Their advantage lies not in avoiding pressure, but in understanding it. Awareness sharpens intuition, improves decision-making, and ensures that every action is purposeful. The more aware you are, the more control you have over your life. Awareness transforms obstacles into lessons, setbacks into strategies, and pressure into growth. It is a rare skill in a distracted world, and those who cultivate it gain an edge that no circumstance can take away. Our minds are constantly influenced by what we consume: information, habits, routines, and even relationships. Most people focus only on beliefs, but it is the daily inputs that shape thoughts, behavior, and resilience. Being mindful about what enters your mind is critical for developing strength, clarity, and focus. Ask yourself, are the things you watch, read, and engage with helping you grow, or are they reinforcing fear, distraction, and complacency? High achievers treat information like a diet, carefully selecting what they allow to affect their thinking. Just as junk food affects your body, negative or meaningless inputs affect your mind. Being selective doesn't mean avoiding challenges. It means protecting your energy and sharpening your focus. Questioning what you consume builds mental endurance and creates the clarity needed to thrive under pressure. Every thought, story, or idea you allow and shapes your future strength. In today's world, status alone cannot protect you from change or uncertainty. Titles, accolades, and recognition may open doors, but they cannot teach you how to survive when circumstances shift. Adaptability, on the other hand, is a skill that ensures you thrive no matter what happens. Life rewards those who can pivot, learn quickly, and respond strategically, rather than those who rely solely on their reputation. Think about the most successful innovators or leaders. They weren't necessarily the smartest in the room, but they were the fastest to adjust. When new challenges appeared, they embraced change, experimented, and learned from failure. Meanwhile, those clinging to status often resisted, fearing risk or loss, and fell behind. The ability to adapt is the ultimate survival tool. Adaptability also builds confidence. When you know that you can adjust to unexpected situations, obstacles no longer feel threatening. They become opportunities to test your creativity, resilience, and problem-solving skills. In a world moving faster than ever, adaptability is not just a skill, it's a superpower that allows you to turn uncertainty into advantage. Many people who were overlooked, underestimated, or ignored develop hidden strengths that others never see. While attention may have gone elsewhere, those individuals were quietly learning, practicing, and building resilience. Being ignored teaches independence, patience, and resourcefulness, skills that are invaluable when the pressure finally rises. Think of a young athlete who trains in solitude, a writer who writes without an audience, or an entrepreneur who experiments in a small, unnoticed market. These individuals are not distracted by recognition or approval. Instead, they focus on mastering themselves, building habits, and preparing for moments when the spotlight arrives. By the time others notice them, they are already ahead of the game. Being ignored is not a weakness. It's preparation disguised as adversity. Every unnoticed effort, every silent struggle, and every overlooked opportunity contributes to growth. When life finally calls for leadership, innovation, or endurance, those who were once ignored are the ones most ready to rise, demonstrating that preparation beats attention every single time. The difference between success and failure in challenging times is not knowledge, it's mindset. Staying alert without panicking is about cultivating calm focus, disciplined observation, and proactive planning. Panic leads to mistakes and missed opportunities. Readiness allows you to act decisively, even under extreme pressure. Consider firefighters, surgeons, or pilots. They are trained to respond in emergencies without letting fear take control. Their success is built on preparation, awareness, and steady execution. In everyday life, adopting the same approach allows you to navigate uncertainty with confidence. Readiness isn't about predicting everything. It's about preparing for what you can control and responding intelligently to what you cannot. Finally, readiness is a mindset. It is the commitment to stay strong, alert, and adaptive no matter what comes your way. Life will always test you, but fear only magnifies the challenge. When you choose readiness over panic, every obstacle becomes an opportunity to prove your strength, sharpen your skills, and take charge of your destiny. In the end, those who remain composed and vigilant will always lead, thrive, and inspire others to follow. Pressure is not the enemy, it's the engine. Every moment you feel overwhelmed, stretched, or tested is an opportunity to grow stronger. Life doesn't push you for punishment. It pushes you to reveal strength you didn't know existed. Just like a diamond is formed under immense heat and pressure, your potential is being refined with every challenge. Think of athletes training for a championship. The grueling early mornings, sore muscles, and relentless practice are not setbacks. They are fuel. Similarly, the challenges in your life, no matter how uncomfortable, are preparing you to perform at a higher level. Pressure is a sign that you are on the edge of growth, not failure. When you embrace this mindset, pressure stops being intimidating. It becomes a signal to focus, act, and persist. Every struggle, every heavy day, and every test you face can be converted into fuel for your personal success. The stronger the pressure, the greater the results if you choose to channel it effectively. Life will test everyone, not only with big challenges, but through small, persistent obstacles. The difference between success and stagnation is not circumstance, but response. Those who make excuses fall behind. Those who choose strength rise, no matter how tough the situation seems. Consider people who started with nothing but faced countless obstacles. They didn't wait for circumstances to change. They adapted, learned, and acted relentlessly. Strength is not a gift. It's a choice you make every day. Excuses are easy. Courage requires effort, consistency, and commitment. Choosing strength over excuses also builds character. Every time you refuse to give up, you reinforce a habit that shapes your destiny. By responding with courage and action, rather than complaint or avoidance, you prepare yourself for challenges no one else can endure. Opportunities rarely announce themselves. Life often rewards those who act quietly, prepare diligently, and climb steadily, while others hesitate. The ladder to success is invisible to those distracted by comfort, doubt, or fear, but it is there, waiting for those willing to take each deliberate step. Think of innovators who spent years learning, failing, and experimenting behind the scenes. While others waited for recognition, they moved silently, mastering skills and building networks. By the time the world noticed, they had already ascended, far beyond those who relied on luck or attention. Climbing the invisible ladder requires patience and persistence. You may feel unnoticed, undervalued, or overlooked, but these are exactly the conditions that allow you to grow. Setbacks are rarely what they appear to be. Every failure, rejection, or mistake contains lessons hidden beneath discomfort. Those who can extract these lessons use setbacks as stepping stones, while others view them as dead ends. The ability to convert difficulty into advantage is the hallmark of successful people. Consider how inventors and entrepreneurs often fail multiple times before achieving breakthrough success. Each failure refined their approach, improved their strategy, and revealed what works. Lessons that would have been impossible to learn without struggle. Setbacks are the curriculum of resilience. When you encounter setbacks, ask yourself, what can I learn? How can I grow? How can I turn this into an advantage? This mindset transforms challenges into opportunities. Every obstacle you overcome secretly equips you for your next victory. Fear is fleeting, but the lessons learned from confronting it last a lifetime. Every moment you face fear, whether it's public failure, risk, or change, you expand your capability. Growth begins where comfort ends, and growth is permanent, unlike fear, which fades once the challenge passes. Think of people who took career leaps, pursued creative ventures, or faced difficult personal decisions. Their initial fear was intense, but the outcome was transformative. The courage to move forward despite fear built skills, confidence, and resilience that no obstacle could take away. To harness growth, treat fear as a signal, not a stop sign. Fear indicates that something important lies ahead. Embrace it, learn from it, and act anyway. The growth you gain will outlast any moment of fear, shaping a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Survival. Today is not about avoiding challenges. It's about enduring longer, learning faster, and performing smarter than others. Life's landscape favors those who prepare, persist, and adapt continuously. Outlasting is resilience, outlearning is intelligence, and outperforming is strategic action. History is full of examples. People who persevered when others quit, learned when others assumed they knew enough, and performed when others hesitated. They weren't the most privileged or talented, but their mindset and approach gave them a decisive edge. Adopt these three principles in daily life. Endure challenges with patience, absorb knowledge constantly, and execute with precision. Outlasting, outlearning, and outperforming are not just strategies. They are habits that create unstoppable momentum. The journey that seems impossible is often the one most worth taking. Those who take shortcuts may reach temporary comfort, but the most enduring success comes from navigating difficult paths that test every skill, emotion, and decision. Think of mountaineers climbing Everest. The path is grueling, life-threatening, and exhausting, but the peak offers a view and achievement unmatched by easy paths. Similarly, in life, the challenges you face build endurance, wisdom, and perspective that no simple route can provide. Embrace the hard road. Every obstacle, every long night, and every challenge contributes to your growth. The higher the peak, the tougher the climb, and the more powerful the victory. Hardships forge strength and character that shortcuts cannot. Life will inevitably bring chaos, sudden change, conflict, or unexpected pressure. Those who survive and thrive are not the ones who panic, but those who maintain calm, assess the situation, and act strategically. Calmness under pressure is one of the most underrated superpowers. Consider leaders in high-stakes situations. They are often surrounded by panic, but their ability to remain composed allows them to make better decisions. Calmness isn't passivity, it's clarity in action. In chaotic environments, the calm person becomes the anchor, the guide, and the decision-maker. Train yourself to respond with clarity instead of fear. Practice mental discipline. Pause before reacting, and focus on what can be controlled. When chaos comes, your calm will create opportunity where others see only confusion.